Hello, this is the TP-Link N600 wireless dual-band gigabit modem router, otherwise known as the TD-W8980. It's an all-in-one device with a modem, a router, a 4 gigabit port switch and a wireless N access point dual band built in. That's the model number there, TD-W8980. In this video we'll open it up, see what's in the box, and I'll give you some impressions on how it performs, and we'll have a quick look at the web interface. Not a great deal of exciting information to be had from the box, but you might pick up some things here. Okay, let's get a look inside. I bought this router recently as a replacement for a billion router which I have, a 7800N, which is failing. You've probably seen from my previous video, I initially bought an Asus N55U router, was unable to hold a good connection on my line. This router has an Infineon chipset, which is different and hopefully better performing than the Trendchip chipset on the Asus router that I had before, which wasn't able to maintain a good connection on my noisy and long ADSL line. So this unit really is for people who want a network, wireless and wired network on ADSL, including a modem. What is this? This looks like setup wizard, package contents and other stuff like that. Okay, very nice. Quick installation guide. We've got some kind of declaration of conformity in different languages. And what's this? Some sort of public license notice, right? This is the... oh, it comes with a filter. Very nice. This is obviously the ADSL filter that plugs into your phone line in the wall and then allows you to plug in the router, modem and also your telephone. So you can see there it's got socket for telephone, socket for the modem into your router. We've got the cable that connects your router to the phone socket, or the filter I should say. And we've got what looks like another one for some reason. Okay, so we've got two of those. That's very nice. I'm not sure why we'd have two though. We've got what looks like a power brick. I live in the UK, so I'm hopefully going to get a 3-pin. Yes indeed. That's a 3-pin power adapter with a standard power port for connection to the router. We just get this into focus. Oops, let's try that a bit harder. Okay, 12 volts, 1.5 amps. Got it. This is the unit itself. Reasonably solid and well made by the feel of things. Okay, three aerial screw fittings. It's got some indicator lights on the front. Okay, not much on the bottom, and on the back we've got our aerial connections, the gold ones, the modem input, 2 USB ports with activity lights, a reset button, a Wi-Fi switch, and a power, and it's got a separate on and off button, which I like. It's good. Believe it or not all of them have that. Nice shiny surface, but almost certain to catch a lot of fingerprints. Kind of plasticky, and I can see I've got a fingerprint on there already. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Looks like a few aerials and a network lead as well. Okay, so some Ethernet cable. Very good. Still not quite sure why they give you two modem cables, but anyway. Get our aerials out. Obviously what I'm hoping for is much better performance from this unit connecting to my line with its different chipset to the ASUS router that I previously bought and have now returned. Okay, let's get these connected up. See what it looks like with its aerials attached. Worth mentioning that for what I paid for this router, actually, and looking at its performance with dual band gigabit ports, that was actually a pretty good price. Approximately half the price of the billion router that it potentially will replace, which can only be a good thing, I guess, as long as we get the performance. Okay, so that's everything that we've got in the box there. Excellent. Okay, pretty happy with that. What I'll do now is I'll get it connected up, and I'll give it a bit of a test, and then I'll give you a look round the web interface, and we'll talk a little bit about how it performs on my line. As I've said, I've got a pretty noisy long line. I'm a long way from the exchange, and I need a modem in my router that can hang on to the line when things get difficult. We'll see how it performs, and I'll let you know in a later part of this video shortly. Okay, so here we are logged into the web interface, and as you can see, it's a fairly bog standard affair, certainly not as attractive as the ASUS one in a previous review that I've done, but very straightforward nonetheless. I found the setup to be very easy. Personally, I didn't use the setup disks. I just logged straight in using the IP address shown in the instructions, and took me through the quick setup, which is shown in the menu here. Very self-explanatory. What you can see here is on my line we've got 28 days of uptime, okay, which is excellent. It's been very stable for the best part of a month now with no line drops, and my line is not an easy line, so I'm pleased with that, and the performance of the Infineon chipset inside this unit seems to be good. Connection speed currently up we're looking at just over 1000 kbps, and down we're looking at just over 8000. My billion router was able to achieve a slightly better downstream performance, although I haven't really noticed that, particularly in terms of actual download speed. So stability and speed in terms of actual downloads I found to be comparable with previous routers, including the billion. Currently the margin on this line is being managed by the exchange at 6 dB. With time and with the stability of this connection, that may come down to 3, so I may actually see higher connection speed in the future, which I'm pleased about. As you can see from my attenuation numbers, it's a little bit of a noisy line. Overall, the interface itself is pretty straightforward, and you can see from the general setup and information that it's quite easy to navigate. Got some kind of network information. I don't want to share too much with people, but basically the USB storage, I have tried it. It does work quite well. It has some basic parental controls which I haven't used, but potentially there for you if you need that kind of stuff. It's got some diagnostic stuff that you can use. Again, I haven't tried this, but I've had no issues at all, and there are some bandwidth controls and quality of service controls that you can use if you like. But essentially the main reason to log on here was to show you the interface, to show you the uptime and the stability of the line and the speed that it's achieving, and obviously I can tell you a little bit about the comparison that it makes with my previous modem routers that I've put on this line. In essence, what I'm saying is it's good performance, straightforward web interface which works well, no issues. So in summary then, my experience with the TP-Link N600 or the TD-W8980 has been a positive one. It's a stable performer, good networking performance, good facilities on board, and it's performed well on my noisy ADSL line, and it's very reasonably priced, so thumbs up from me.